Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Group Restore and Rule Well, and to the hopeful elect, spread out throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching the gospel from Mashiach Yahushai in sincerity and truth and diligence of mind. This brother Nash DC Camp, hopeful I can get edified by this quick lesson about to put up, because yeah, man, you have this crisis, man, across the United States, and I also understand, man, the Most High the wonders of times like this and how to prepare accordingly, and you also have to know that with this you know stress and discomfort that people are experiencing, also know that that's an opportunity for you to to gain some funds, all right, to get some quick some quick money for your hustles. You still gotta work for it, but it's just that you're providing a service, you know, during the so-called recovery process, all right, because always remember, if you got a truck, you can always turn that stuff into a money making resource, because you always know that, hey, the damage that has been caused, by the damaged infrastructure, and the feeling of of all these buildings. You have buildings just torn apart and damaged in between. By the freezing cold temperatures. You have bursted pipes. You have collapsed structures. So you always know you can always capitalize on that opportunity. To to get some to get some funds. To get paid, especially if your brother. You have resources, but it's not really stretching enough. So you can always look, you know, for opportunities to make money during the cleanup process. All right. So the insurance company is gonna pay. So hey, you might as well plug yourself into the situation and make money while people are trying to get their lives back together. It's not as if you're being a vulture. You're just providing an essential service. So let me just play the video real quick, and you have an idea of what's gonna take.
In flooded homes, while many remain without power for a fifth day in a row. Think about that for a second. And nearly 12 million Texas residents are facing disruptions to their water service, in part due to problems at the treatment plant.
Yeah, so birds that have an idea of plumbing, you know what you need to do. Yeah, so if you're a plumber, you're gonna be in high demand. The plumbing profession is not something you take lightly, because there's always an issue with plumbing. That's the reason why ISO has this Department of Public Works. They're always fixing busted water main and all that stuff. They gotta deal with water flow and all that stuff. So always remember, man, when you see those walk crews on the side of the street, those guys are getting paid. And you always have to know that when your opportunity comes to get some money, you just get what you can, all right? And you see that, man, busted pipes in homes and, faulty pipes and all that stuff. That's an opportunity for you, to get paid to fix things. And even though folks are broke, you always know that you can always make chump change here and there. And not to forget, you know, homes have insurance. Hey, the insurance is going to cover the cost. So that means you're not losing anything, you're getting paid. All right.
Millions of people in Texas who endured massive power cuts are now
Well, one of the things that you mentioned that's good, people are starting to get their power back on, but now that the lights are on, this is what they're having to deal with. Take a look at this apartment complex. A water pipe burst and just cascaded down into these apartments. Looks like a frozen waterfall. All the things that were inside these belongings, they're ruined. People are having to throw them away. That's
Yeah, so that's where you come in, Akim. So always remember, man, you could always capitalize on that opportunity to help in the cleanup process because you don't want to be in a neighborhood where you just have trash just sitting on the side of people's sidewalk on a driveway. Get your business card, throw it up in there, and I'm just gonna get some quick precepts real quick. So Scripture tells you about being content, you know, and how you're able to maneuver your way through life, while you're in captivity. He gives you everything you need to know, understand, how to apply your mind to these situations. So the book of First Timothy, chapter 6, with we'll start with verse 6. It says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain." And you also have to know, for you to be content, you have to be stable. All right. And then it says, "For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." All right. First Corinthians 6 and 7. "For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." In other words, you can only handle what you are meant to, what you're built to handle. Okay, there's nothing you can, you can overly concern yourself with, especially riches of this world. Okay, and then it says in verse 8, "And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content." All right, so that being said, you have to be aware that if you don't work, you can't eat, and if you don't have a hustle, you can't clothe yourself. You can't really look after your family, so you have to understand that you need, to be inquisitive as per, different opportunities out there for you to make money. All right, because while you're young, that's why you're gonna have the opportunity, for you to use that energy to get some revenue. All right. That's why you have folks always talking about scrap, the scrap business. So the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 5, it tells you that let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand. All right. So you just have to know how to keep yourself in check, because once you're able to manage your affairs effectively, you'll be able to, move without getting stressed out as per the economy and all that stuff, because there's always an opportunity for you to learn and grow. All right, because it's all you're moving spiritually, so there's nothing that happens, in the physical world that will phase you out. Because always remember, even during the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord will see give you the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of how to move around, in a crumbling society. All right. So you just have to be able, man, to step up and accept the challenge of being able, to see what's going on out there and how you're going to be able to, take advantage of the situation. So the book of Sirach, chapter 40, verse 18, it tells you that to labor and to be content with that a man had is a sweet life, but he that findeth a treasure is above them both. So always have to understand both sides of the coin. Okay, you understand what it means to work on the plantation, and you understand what it means to get paid for that, and then you get the word of the Lord on top of that. knowing the name of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, and knowing that you're an Israelite according to the Holy Scriptures. Yep, that's more than a 9 to 5. So you're able to get, get that extra, extra boost, and that's what it's all about. So you see the little, little dump trailer in the back of this news reporter. That's money for someone that's hauling trash. All that stuff on the damaged property is got to be disposed of. So remember that, man. You got your pickup truck and you got one of these trailers. Just get some wood, put it together, you haul stuff, and then you could dump it. If you're in a dumpster or rental business, you can always offer your services. Even snow removal, there's always an opportunity to learn and to grow, and you're able to pull brothers up. Okay, so the book of Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21, it tells you that let's see, it says the chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing, and then house to cover shame. All right, so that is not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. All right, so you have to work, to get clean water, food and clothing and a house to cover shame. All that requires, you know, funds, and you have to gain those funds by having some gainful employment. All right.
Going to be a costly tab to recover. Another thing that may surprise you, people are going to be dealing with a surprisingly high electric bill.
We walked in and about 2/3 of the ceiling was collapsed. There was sheetrock all over the floor and water was just gushing in.
Joel Burns didn't have power, but he had flowing water in all the wrong places.
It's disheartening.
This week, Burns says he reached out to 14 different restoration companies for help with repairs, like busted pipes and damaged drywall. All 14 companies declined because they were not available or the job was too big.
Yeah. So they didn't have the manpower to handle or to have that situation taken care of, and that's why a lot of companies you know are able to make a lot of money because they got the resources, they got the manpower, they got the connection, and that's the reason why it's important to have a skill. Not just waking up and going for you know a quick what you call it, all this Instagram stuff doesn't really help. You know, social media just not really beneficial, or it has its limits. But when it comes to maintaining a house over someone's head, you need to have knowledge of your plumbing and electricals and all that stuff. Insulation and your proper sanitary conditions, man, because you can't live in a filthy place, in a filthy neighborhoods. All that trash gotta be taken out. So you see the reason why the garbage truck comes in your neighborhood every single day or every single week, whatever schedule it is, always know somebody has to be there to take care of it. So as a man of the Lord, you got an opportunity, take advantage of it. And then another precept would be from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7. I'm gonna read verse 12. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. It says that for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So as a man of the Lord, you've got the wisdom, so you have to apply it. You have to take it, to heart and make it work for you. And you see all these opportunities, to clear the trash out of the way. You do that, because when you have excess amounts of trash, it's gonna be hard, for the work to get done. So one person does the trash pickup and disposal, the next person is able to continue the work, to do the work. So that's how it is. There's a role to be played, in the cleanup process. Folks could say, the Lord is jacking up, Texas. Sure, the Lord is jacking up Texas, not and wherever it seems fit. And that's an opportunity for you to use the opportunity for yourself, to move on, to scrape the scraps off the table and all that stuff. All right.
Do you think that your insurance will be able to treat you one of probably a million other cases?
I think ultimately yes, but it's not going to be fast. We're going to be dealing with this for probably over a year.
And insurance will not cover everything.
It'll cost us thousands. I mean, already we've just in the supplies and stuff to clean this up, we're into many hundreds.
Governor Greg.
Yeah. So it's gonna cost thousands to fix that stuff. So you know what that means for you. You got to hurry up and get that thousands, that thousands, man. Because so many of these people, they've dedicated their lives to all these corporate jobs, but they can't really, you know, put up a drywall and all that stuff. Now they're gonna be first, to learn. So that's the reason why it's important to learn how certain things work. It's always good to have a trade skill.
Abbott has asked President Biden to declare a major disaster declaration.
If granted, this will give Texans the ability to apply for individual assistance from FEMA. That individual assistance will assist them with funding to restore damage to their homes.
But repairs aren't the
Yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. Texas got all that money. They got all that oil. They got all that oil money. So all those oil barons, the billionaires in Texas, they should be stepping up. Bush lives in Texas. Mr. P lives in Texas. They should be full. And then trade the truth. They all gotta step up and do what they can. So hey, it's an opportunity for Drake, to get up in there and take advantage of it. Cause Issachar, Issachar is on the money right now. So hey, that's a spirit, you have to be aware of. And then some few more precepts. I want to go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 8. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18. It tells you that, but thou shalt remember the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, thy power, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers at it is this day. Yeah, so the Most High is one that's going to give you the opportunity, to have funding, for your food, shelter, clothing, and whatever else is needed to be taken care of. So you just have to be willing to jump at that opportunity. All right, you already got the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord. So you just have to put it to use, to get some extra cash. All right, and then final precept will be from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5. I'm going to read verse 19. It says, every man also to whom the Most High had given riches and wealth, and had given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, for this is the gift of the Most High. So the Most High will put you in a position, to get the opportunity, I always say it, man, to get the rewards of your labor. The Most High won't just throw you out there like that. So always remember, man, the Most High puts you in a situation to get the 9 to 5 hustle. He's gonna allow you to, to be able to spend those revenues on other things for you, to move on. And that's all it is, So just take advantage of the crisis that's around you, and the Lord Hamashak Yahushai will bless you, So just overtime on the plantation, just take it, man. Even when the plantation is understaffed, when your plantation is understaffed, always remember, man, hey, just get overtime because You know how it is, man. Any little opportunity you get, you take advantage of it. So that way, brotherhood can get stronger. So that's just the point that I can hope you can edify and so like it for my for my ramblings, but hey, sometimes you just get excited at the opportunities the Lord set before us, and you just gotta take advantage of it. You don't want to be idle, just sitting down and just chilling. We're not a chilling camp. The Most High says, Great Big Stone is a working camp. You walk in the spirit of the Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and you have to have an eye for opportunities. All right, Shalom.